Hello everyone. This is Plague Doctor, and welcome back to another off-season scrimcast for VRML. This is Plague Doctor, one of the recently acquired league casters, doing just some off-season scrims just to see how the community is doing. I'm very excited to be watching this matchup today, StormWatch versus Blue.x. I'm interested to see how these players work together and what maps they'll choose. You know, both on paper on VRML silver teams, but seeming like they may, you know, be some tough competitors for the next season if they get some great, you know, team play going. You know, Blue.x has been playing since season 0. StormWatch has also been playing since season 0, so two pretty original teams trying to battle it out today. Looks like we do have StormWatch with Farah, Quizwiz, Trinton, Prime Buzz, and Jolly Rancher over on Blue.x. Looks like they have a bit of a theme going here. Rather than having their X accounts, they have alt account, Alpha Guy, Aimbot, JQ, and one other who has not yet made an appearance. I'm excited to see how these two teams match up, and you know, I'm not sure who is going to have first map choice. We'll see how that goes, but if I had to guess, just looking based off the stats here, I would most likely say that both of the teams would probably pick Factory, other than StormWatch might pick Hideout. They do have a pretty good percentage here in Hideout, 57% round win percent on Hideout, playing it 8 times, winning 5 of those. Over on Blue.x, they have played 8 times and only won 3, 47% win percent, 47% win rate on Factory. It could go either way depending on these map choices, but I'm betting we will see Hideout, we will see Factory. And I'm guessing, you know, just a bit of a Hail Mary guess here, I'm guessing we're going to see Maul as one of the choices here for one of the teams, just trying to work on it in a scrim. You know, it's going to be a great idea to get these plays down in a controlled environment where, you know, there's no stakes, there's no pressure other than the pressure you put on yourself, which a lot of teams do put a lot of pressure on themselves when it comes to trying to perform, trying to outperform other teams during scrims. Even in, you know, quick play, things like that in public matches, a lot of teams take it very personally. So I'm hoping that a lot of teams will kind of put that aside and work on plays together if they can, you know, and especially I'm excited to see the meta plays that are come out and the utility. I think a lot of times some smokes are underutilized on Maul, able to block off these hallways, create almost temporary bangable walls that people will not want to go through, but they can shoot through it, and it allows you to really, you know, control an area without having to dish out a lot more, you know, useful utility like an incendiary, like a frag grenade, you know, like really any of the other utility that you just really don't want to use on, you know, just a throwaway, like, hey, we don't want them pushing our flank here, let's just put, you know, something down. You don't want to use $400. You don't want to use an incendiary and a grenade just to maybe get one guy. One or the other, typically. Looks like our first map is going to be Factory. Judging by the side choice here, it looks like this was StormWatch's map choice. Which, you know, looking at the percentages here, it would make sense. Might make sense, actually. They might want to work on their plays here. They played it 9 times in Season 3 and won only 3 of those with a 42% round win percent there. Played 88 rounds, only won 37. Maybe trying to work on some of these plays, figure out maybe what they did wrong and what they can improve on heading into Season 4, which should be coming up here, I hope, pretty soon. But we'll have to see what goes up from VRML. Looking at the push here, and looking at the economy, it looks like we do have 5 Spectrals coming out from StormWatch. Pretty standard buys here. I don't see any incendiaries or smokes on either side. If anyone does join for Blue.x, they're going to be sorely disappointed on only having a Jesper from bot Ewok. looking at the push here from StormWatch, going to be a very typical A push, it looks like, through the wall with that foam on Pharah, along with a flash here. Blue.x, not very centralized on their defense here. It looks like we do have Blue.x just kind of spread out on these points. Alt account is in lockers here, trying to just guard this back hallway. We do have JQ downstairs, maybe hoping to rotate up and take StormWatch from behind by surprise. We do have Pharah dropping in on stairs, along with Trenton dropping in as well. Looks like we do have Blue.x finally forming up on their defense here. Wall is about to be blown. Alt account is on this back hallway, most likely going to be trying to push through. JQ is going to be coming up the stairs soon. Alt account biding his time here. JQ looking to rotate up the stairs. No one is watching that flank. Quizbez looks to be going down the stairs. He does watch the flank and does take him out. Aimbot takes out Jolly Rancher at the same time, however. Trenton does take out Alt account and Prime takes out Aimbot. Suddenly, only 2 players left. Looks like they will be doing bot takeover here. Alpha Guy does take out Trenton. Pharah now in the cubby, does not have EMP. Quizbez will have to toss it over. Pharah does get the kill off an Alpha Guy. Suddenly, Alt account alone behind the blue box here. Pharah does have EMP. Looks like they do have 2 players rotating into the cubby, along with 1 holding on side. Very, very low here. Alt account can rotate around through lockers and gets killed by Prime. StormWatch winning pistol round here on Factory. Blue finally getting their last player in here, getting Oreo in for the team. Suddenly, now a 5v5. Blue unfortunately just losing that first round. Somewhat because of numbers, somewhat just because of a great push there from StormWatch. Trying to just block the points off. Looks like over here on Blue.x, we do have quite a bit of roaming. We have Alt account and Aimbot both over here on the outside. Meanwhile, JQ and Oreo both on point. And Alpha Guy over on B. I know that there are 2 rostered members on Blue's team, but I have no idea who Alt account, Alpha Guy, and Aimbot are because none of them have matching names, unfortunately. So I'm not quite sure. Looks like we do have maybe a standard A push here from StormWatch, who was maybe looking to come up here. Alt account holding the window down with an RCP, trying to just make sure they can't come through. Looks like they will be going upstairs. We do have Aimbot holding down lockers for his team. He will get droned out here with the Taurus, running away rather than coming back through, trying to take the drone out and deny information. Aimbot looking to get a kill, maybe a little greedy here on the peak, knowing he is droned out. That would have been rough there for Prime Buzz, having not reloaded. There are 2 upstairs roamers here from Blue.x, which could work out. Looks like Aimbot does get a kill there on Prime, gets taken out by Pharah. JQ also upstairs. Alt account taking out Pharah on that window, climbing out the window, trying to escape, but getting killed by Jolly Rancher, getting the refrag for his team. Now a 3v3, however, Blue.x does hold the health advantage. Looks like we do still have Oreo holding the point down from inside. Alpha Guy also in the connector. JQ now rotating through lockers, hoping to find someone sitting on the hatch. He will not be found by anyone, however, as Jolly Rancher is on the stairs. He is info peeking here, does get the kill off there on JQ. Oreo gets a great kill off with that Knut. Also gaining EMP. Suddenly, Trenton has to go grab the EMP from his teammate. Alpha Guy does take out Trenton as Jolly Rancher takes out Alpha Guy. Suddenly a 1v1 with Oreo on full health with that Knut. Very good situation here for Oreo. He really just has to wait it out. Knowing where the EMP is, he just has to wait for a sound cue and then push. Meanwhile, Jolly Rancher, very low on health, doesn't have a stim, has no idea at all where Blue.x is. He could be on the left in War Room. He could be on the right in the bathroom. Looks like Oreo probably heard that cloak sound. Misses the Knut shot there. What an unfortunate miss there for Blue, with Jolly Rancher able to get the kill off with the Viper. Hands probably shaking a little bit from that shot going directly above his head. Just a really, really rough time of it there for Blue.x. Unfortunately, just barely missing that shot with the Knut. Maybe he could have borrowed a little bit of that aimbot. Looks like we do have a prox being put down here, as well as some trips, some pretty standard trips here on storage. I'm surprised there is still util being put on storage, just because so many teams will know there is going to be something here, but maybe they are banking on, you know, trying to bait out some shots, bait out some sound cues. Looks like we do have Jolly Rancher holding the EMP. Bit of a force buy here from StormWatch, actually. Putting down a lot of money trying to win this round out. 4 rifles and 1 SMG. Jolly Rancher actually could get a rifle if he wanted to, but just is deciding not to, I suppose. Meanwhile, on Blue.x, they are having to force buy here, not able to, you know, buy their time any longer. They have to get this done. Looks like we have a 3-person roam here in storage. JQ just waiting. We do have a drone here from StormWatch. Is able to drone out 2 players in storage. Also, maybe sees the trip mines by the fire extinguisher. Sees 4 players over by storage. Most likely going to call an A rotate, I would say. Those trips are still down. 2 of a procs as well, so they can let them know if someone's coming inside. Alt account hiding the boxes with that RCP. Oreo trying to take out aimbot, I suppose, and getting killed. He TKs himself. Aimbot almost getting killed there. Through the wall by these StormWatch players. Prime Buzz trying to get some great wallbangs off. StormWatch does have storage now. They're able to hold it down. An incendiary ready to be thrown into the point here. We do have Blue.x, 2 players in connector, 1 with a rifle. A great incendiary there. Taking down 2 of the players. Well done by Prime, taking down JQ, as well as 1 other. Getting the kill off there. StormWatch now up 3 on Factory, getting the plant off as well. Their economy is looking better than ever. Meanwhile, over on Blue.x, they are just struggling to find any money here. I almost think a save round should be called, just trying to, you know, claim some rounds off of StormWatch, but maybe they're just hoping to push through and get a lucky round off here just to really get some good guns. StormWatch comfortably able to go for a full buy, but seems like Jolly Rancher just really wants to go with a Viper. Maybe going for some emotional, you know, some psychological damage here. Rather than trying to just go for, you know, a better weapon, trying to really show them, you know, hey, I can kill you with a Viper rather than a Vezin. Looks like we do have Blue.x, 2 members with rifles. Not a lot of utility on either side. Looks like StormWatch is getting some grenades here now. They do have quite a bit of utility. We'll see if they use it well. I haven't seen too many great grenades here. A great incendiary on Factory. That last round was great. Alright, we do have window being shut out here. JQ trying to get a quick info peek off there with that Vezin, just not able to get it off. Drone coming through on lockers does peek out the RCP player on alt account. There are some trips here on the hatch that maybe these players haven't seen. Might get some good hits off. Looks like we do have 2 players roaming in lockers now. Alt account with that RCP still. Looks like we do have a player swinging in. Trenton and Jolly Ranchers both swinging in. Farah getting the kill off on alt account after alt account gets the kill off on Trenton, evening up the player count here. We do have a grenade coming out. We do have Oreo on this back hallway here, trying to really get the flank off on the B wall, most likely. JQ inside the cubby, not knowing that wall is foamed right next to him, with Prime Buzz getting a great kill off on Alpha with that incendiary. JQ swinging out, getting triple picked there. Looks like we did have aimbot peek out, kill Farah, but Prime Buzz gets the refrag, and Prime Buzz also takes down Oreo. Suddenly StormWatch is on a 4-0 lead. Looking at the stats here, we have Prime Buzz leading here on an 8.0 KD, along with Jolly Rancher on a 4.0. Well done to both those players, 2.5 on Farah. Meanwhile, over on Blue, not looking too well, but when they do switch onto offense, it might look up a bit for them. I'm hoping that they will, you know, get some steam here. It looks like maybe they're just having some difficulties. Maybe they didn't warm up a little bit before this, so I think, you know, they'll have a better second half, most likely. Well done here by StormWatch, being up 4. Getting a lot of utility here. Looks like Trenton is going to be trying for a drone. We'll follow that drone and see what he tries to look at. Maybe compare it to some higher level droning eventually as well. Blue.x going for a full buy here, trying to just really claim the round off here. More even footing other than the utility. Utility is still heavily on Blue's side. Sorry, still heavily on StormWatch's side. Alrighty, Trenton's drone coming through storage here. Trying to go upstairs, actually. I don't see anyone. Does see someone in storage. Gets taken out immediately. Suddenly, information denial here. And the StormWatch not having a ton of information to go off of. Alt account holding down this window here just in case someone tries to peek in on storage. JQ biding his time here. Most likely going to try to lean out, maybe, and get some kills off. We did have Oreo taking a gamble, trying to get some kills off, getting some info peeks, just not able to get anyone down. Playing a dangerous game. Maybe just trying to distract. We do have alt account pushing out, getting killed by Farah, unfortunately, on that push. Like, storage is going to be claimed here by StormWatch already. Prime Buzz shaping up here, trying to get a good peek off onto the point. We do have Farah trying to get some wall bangs, just not able. It does get some great hits off there on Oreo. Quizwiz behind the box here. We've Jolly Rancher, actually one pushing straight into point. Trenton getting the kill off there on aimbot as Alpha gets kill off on Trenton, but gets refragged by Jolly Rancher. Suddenly, only two of these StormWatch players, sorry, only two of these Blue.x players remaining. Now just JQ on a 1v4. He's unfortunately not holding health advantage or util advantage. StormWatch has every advantage here. Farah could get peeked here. Farah trying to go for some wall bangs. JQ now knowing there's someone at that window. He may try to jump out this window and get the kill off, actually, unless he's just saving. Maybe a good idea just to save here. He doesn't know how many players are outside. So going for a save, probably a smart idea here. Also, welcome to the chat, K-Lover. Good to have you here. Farah just trying to get some wall bangs off. StormWatch maybe a bit kill hungry here. Just not able to get anyone off. JQ jumping outside, getting the kill off on Farah. May get peeked here. Does get peeked by Prime. Unfortunately, just didn't jump in soon enough, but he at least claims a kill off. But unfortunately, he's not going to have a ton of money. He can just barely afford a rifle. Looks like all of these StormWatch players going to be able to full buy pretty handily. Blue.x being able to full buy, but not much else. Oreo opting to go for a Knut and some utility rather than just a rifle. He's been getting some good use out of the Knut, so we'll see if he can get it off. Unfortunately, just with that really unfortunate miss last time with Knut, hopefully he can make up for it on this round on the same floor. Meanwhile, over on StormWatch, looks like they do just have a lot of utility, buying everything out they can. They have more money than they know what to do with, really, here. We'll see how it works out for Blue.x. If they can get a cheeky kill off here, they can really even up the odds. Just a matter of if they can predict where StormWatch is coming from. Looks like StormWatch is going to be going for just a standard A push here, with Prime and Farah both going up to the top. Alt account trying to get some cheeky kills off here. Might get peeked by Farah as well as Prime. He does see the grapple, but Prime gets the kill off. Alt account is not shooting soon enough to get it off. They do nade the stairs. No one is on the stairs. Incendiary ready to be thrown here by Alpha Guy. Meanwhile, upstairs, now held by StormWatch, droning through and not letting any stone unturned here. Blowing straight into A, taking down a static here. Incendiary gets tossed out prematurely by these Blue.x players. Now down one of their most important pieces of utility. They still have one more, at least. Quizwiz is actually pushing into B with JQ probably hearing that. Quizwiz does not have EMP. Quizwiz not knowing JQ is right here. JQ just barely missing him. Definitely hearing him rotate through, just barely missing each other here. Quizwiz now in connector, knowing it's clear. Oreo getting pushed by Trenton, does get taken out. Suddenly JQ does get the kill off on Quizwiz. Prime is still in the connector, almost getting the kill off there on JQ. Suddenly Blue.x is now on a timer here. Trenton still in point, almost getting wall banged out by Alpha Guy. Alpha Guy does get hit quite a few times by Jolly Rancher. JQ does take out Jolly Rancher as well as Trenton with just Prime left. Unfortunately, turning his back, does get the kill off. Suddenly, just Farah remaining, who is on hatch, able to watch it himself. Alpha Guy trying to watch it. JQ not having his gun up, taken out. Is it enough time? I don't think Blue has enough time here. Actually, they do! JQ acing on switch round here. Well done. I didn't even notice that he was acing until that way through the round. Well done by JQ there, shooting up by 5 kills, suddenly at 6 and 5. Looks like Blue.x, StormWatch may fall victim to the 5-1 curse if they don't get this pistol round off. They really need to work on it here. Prime Buzz now at a 5.0 KD, very respectable. Jolly Rancher at a 3.0, tailing off from there. Blue.x able to claim a round here. Suddenly in a better position than they were and what they were going to be. Looks like we do have Spectrals coming out here on both sides except for Oreo. Now Oreo grabbing a Taurus, actually. Bold move here on pistol round, but if he can get a good headshot off, then, you know, it'll work out. Interesting, interesting. Looks like we do have QuizWiz trying to get a cheeky lean off here if he can get anyone. It's not leaning too far, not play spacing too far. Almost gets the kill off there on Alpha, but just does not get any hits off. QuizWiz does get taken out. Farah trying to get the refrag, just not able to get it off. Blue.x playing a slow game here, trying to rotate up the stairs behind Farah. Sorry, by their teammates here. We do have Jolly Rancher inside the cubby, and Prime just waiting here, waiting for that hatch to open, waiting for anyone to drop. Hatch is open, so they do know there is at least one player on the roof unless they rotate it off. Aimbot now clearing the back hallway towards A. Suddenly, all of these players formed up on A. Farah might get naded out here. If they do choose throw an incendiary, it'd be a great idea to throw an incendiary in that back corner. Does get the incendiary off. Farah just barely able to make clearance there, not get killed. Does take out the EMP, but gets killed by the incendiary as it happens. Trenton taking out Alpha Guy. Suddenly EMP is down 2v3 here. 1v3 now. As Prime Buzz takes out the back corner there, JQ gets a great lean peek off, gets pushed by Jolly Rancher, place-based. Jolly Rancher gets a great kill off to end the round. Maybe celebrating a little bit here. Well done by these StormWatch players, able to get off their 6th round. Not falling victim to that 5-1 curse. Very, very important. Getting the pistol round off now, getting a head start on their economy here on Factory. Blue.x is going to have to really put in some work to get this off. I hope they're able to get it off here. Looks like we do have just some SMGs coming out here from Blue.x. There's not much else they can do. Meanwhile, over on StormWatch, can't get any, you know, Vezins or Maruis yet, but they do have an Aril, which would probably help out quite a bit from QuizWiz. Looking at the stats here, 11 and 3 from Prime Buzz, nearly at a 4.0 KD. JQ, 8 and 6 over for Blue.x, doing very well for his team. Looks like we do have maybe an A push here, actually, from Blue.x rather than a B push. Might be a smart idea to change it up. Looks like we have Prime Buzz maybe trying to get an early lean peek out here. Blue.x might just go for a full A push if they're formed up on this window. I'd be surprised, but we've seen it happen before. Prime Buzz definitely hearing that rappel. 2 rappels now. Backing up. Probably a good idea. He might get a 3K off here if he can manage it. Doesn't get one, whiffing a lot of shots there on Oreo, unfortunately. Could have gotten a great play off there, just unfortunately did not get it off. A push here from the hatch. Incending themselves out. Looks like we have a smoke and incend now. Jolly Rancher almost getting taken out by an incendiary. Oreo having a great grenade there on Trenton. Quick plant there for Blue.x. Suddenly, very good position here. I almost wouldn't blow that wall. That leaves you another location there to have to watch. Now Farah taking out alt account. Suddenly, these 4 Blue.x players upstairs able to watch the hatch, watch the EMP from the hatch. Another incendiary going down, wasting another 15 seconds off of the EMP. QuizWiz almost taking out one of these Blue.x players. Oreo suddenly back down to 1 health. Alpha Guy taking out Jolly Rancher. QuizWiz trying to get a great kill off there. having the best gun on his side, trying to just get some kills off. Farah is upstairs, trying to take out these players, while Quizbuzz does defuse. Oreo dropping down, getting a great kill off there, punishing the defuse. Meanwhile, JQ takes out Farah. Blue.x suddenly getting another round here, maybe turning it around, getting great economy going. We do have Farah picking up a rifle for StormWatch here. Trying to just get, you know, these last few rounds off. Going for a force buy, actually. Over on Blue.x, they do have 2 Arils, looks like. Actually, they may be selling that and going for a Vezin. Going for an SMG save is a bold move here. When you're down this many rounds, I feel like you have to kind of just force buy. Unless they're just feeling that confident that they can get it off. SMG versus SMG. I wish them luck on that. JQ going for a Vezin. Looks like we do have mid-floor here for Blue.x. Not a bad floor. They most likely will go for that A push, so we'll see if it works out for them. I'm going to look at the droning style here for alt account, see how it works out. Let's see. Alrighty, droning out here. Going under storage. Checking storage, not seeing any utility here. I'm not quite sure. I guess we're just checking for downstairs roamers, not seeing anyone. Pushing through, heading up the stairs, checking for back hallway. Actually checking back here. JQ has cleared that. And upstairs, now down about half the drone. A grenade does go through, does not get any hits off. Only Prime is in A right now. He could get triple pushed here. Farah is upstairs on the hatch. Looks like they actually aren't going to push the hatch at all. Prime pushed back to the corner. Trenton trying to maybe go for some wall bangs here. Not getting any wall bangs off. Now getting some off on an Alpha. Farah is upstairs. Hoping there's someone on the hatch. Just not seeing anyone. Roaming with his gun down. Bit of a bold move here. Oreo not watching the flank. He does have his gun down here. He gets taken out. Just has his gun down. Just rough move there, unfortunately. All these blue players now watching up the stairs, knowing there's a flanker. Prime almost getting a kill off there on aimbot. They're just waiting upstairs. Wall is now blown into point, with most of these players actually just in A. Double smoke heading in, trying to plant. Could work out here for Alpha guy, getting a kill off here. Aimbot getting kill off on Trenton, with Prime Buzz getting kill off on Alpha. JQ taking out Farah on the roam. EMP is down. Prime Buzz outside. One connector here. Aimbot does get the kill off. Alt account now on the other side of the wall from Jolly Rancher. He has to push out here, watching it very carefully, and has his gun down. Not quite sure where they were. Suddenly, Blue.x 3 and 6. Only 4 more rounds needed to win. Setting themselves up pretty well. Also grab 2 rifles here, getting a great economy going. They could full buy if they wanted to, and looks like they will. StormWatch, however, not that far behind, grabbing 3 rifles, going down a bit on economy, but, you know, they're doing pretty well economy-wise. If they can just get this round off, they'll win. But they might nickel and dime their way to a loss if they don't try to save, you know, a bit sooner. Looks like we still have Blue.x going for a bit of a soft buy here with Alpha Guy only taking an Aril. And Oreo still going for that Canut. We'll see if it works out for him. Looking at the stats here, we do have Prime Buzz going 12 and 5, Farah going 11 and 7. Well done for their team. JQ nearly at a 2.0 KD. Well done to him. Let's see. Looks like we actually don't have a meta push here from Blue.x, or maybe just a late start to the meta push. Looking like they may push assembly, actually. Prime Buzz in this bathroom, maybe about to open it up. Looks like JQ and Oreo may push assembly here. Meanwhile, their teammates heading towards storage. Alt account having 2 drones here, maybe just trying to get some good information off. Also holding the EMP. Droning through on storage. Not looking for any trips on the side of the door. Might be a bit of a misstep. Hearing the trips. Does ping them for his team. Going through. Seeing the static. Then getting taken out there. Taking the drone to the other side. Maybe knowing that there's a good bit of utility there. Prime Buzz trying to take out anyone on the gravel there. JQ takes out QuizWiz, trying to push through, maybe take out Prime as well, just doesn't get it off. Clearing Assembly. Jolly Rancher alone in A. Looks like they will be pushing A point here. Jolly Rancher none the wiser, maybe not hearing that wall blow. Oreo having his gun down, gets taken out. Jolly Rancher gets a 4K! Almost gets the ace if Oreo didn't prime that grenade. Oh, that's gotta hurt there. But well done on the 4K. Oh my goodness. Nearly an ace. If Alt Count was in the building, Jolly probably would have got that off. Alt Count now alone, holding EMP. Luckily didn't lose it on that wall. Maybe gonna drone himself in. Do have, most likely, his footsteps being heard here by Farah. Farah might push out if that drone does come through. That's what I would do. Do have alt account trying to push up. Maybe thinking about droning. If he can clear this, he doesn't clear his corners. And Farah finishes it out. Jolly getting a 4K for his team. What a clutch there for StormWatch. Finishing on 7-3. Blue.x getting some good rounds off, just unfortunately not able to finish it out for their team. JQ nearly having a 2.0 KD. Jolly Rancher having above a 2.0 for his team, along with Farah nearly having that, and Prime just behind. 36 kills, 42, 43 kills in total over on StormWatch. Great first round. Great first map, rather. It was great to see a lot of the utility there. I didn't see too much, high-level utility, but I did see some good, in between there. The incendiaries from both teams have been pretty good, trying to hold down points and getting some good kills off, getting good point defense. Especially trying to place them where they know people are pushing in rather than trying to preempt the push, because if they can just wait it out, then what's the point? Blue going for a great, some aggressive plays there, trying to just get it off, get some good rounds in, paid off for them on that downstairs A push, just quickly getting the plant off, not letting StormWatch react. Well done. I'm curious what the second map is gonna be. Looks like we did have one of these Blue.x members drop along with StormWatch. We may have a server change. Talking to Captain. Switching servers. It looks like it will be switching servers here. Maybe some of the players somewhat unhappy with that server, just trying to switch over. It can help, but it can also, be a placebo effect there of it's going to be bad either way. So sometimes we'll see how that goes. Just waiting for the server to open up here. While I wait, I didn't see too many good grenades from either side, but they're incendiary. Sorry, I didn't see too many good frags on either side, but I did see some great incendiaries and some smoke incendiaries there from Blue, trying to block off the plant there on their quick plant on bottom floor. Trying to really just get that off. Looks like map choice has been done. Our second map is going to be Skyscraper. Not what I expected, actually. Looks like we do have Blue.x played 3 maps of Skyscraper in Season 3. Winning only one of those, having a 45% win rate. 45% win rate there. Interesting. Teams keep switching back and forth, back and forth. Just changed it, and I think they're changing right back over. Sorry about that, folks. Looking at the stats here for StormWatch on Skyscraper, they played 6-1-3, having a 54% round win percent. I'd say they're a favorite to win this map, but we've seen some upsets before between teams. We might see something happen here. Blue.x starting on offense on Skyscraper. Not too bad of a starting side. Looks like we have Playspace Abuser coming in for Blue.x. A lot of interesting names coming out here from Blue.x, having Alpha Guy, Alt Account, Aimbot, Playspace Abuser, and JQ, maybe the odd one out here. Looks like we may have Alt Account actually looking to roam in from the other side of the building. Looking at the defensive here, we do have some gadgets down for StormWatch, some proximities, but I don't see any grenades coming out, which is just surprising. Along with I'm not seeing any drones coming out from Blue.x. Pretty light on the utility so far, if I may say so. Playspace Abuser maybe looking to hold down a Jesper rather than a Spectral. Bold move here for pistol round. Maybe trying to bait out some pushes here. We do have both Trinton and Quizwiz roaming here. Quizwiz roaming really far out. Alt Account maybe looking to come in from the other side, rotate around from the backside of B. Playspace Abuser not back in time to grab a Spectral. Looks like he is just AFK completely. Quizwiz hearing Alpha Guy maybe shoot on the rooftop. Alt Account in on the other side of the building. Very spread out push here from Blue.x, maybe because they are missing a player. Looks like Alpha... Looks like whoever made the server here actually turned off bots, so Blue.x is going to be at a bit of a disadvantage here. Not able to bot take over like StormWatch, sorry, like they did last round. Or last time, rather. Looks like Alpha Guy is going to be looking to push down with aimbot. Farah watching this very carefully, not able to see fully up to the stairs. It was pretty well, though. Alt Account getting some hits off, trading hits there with Farah. Farah looking to push out and get it down. Does get another kill off. Got another hit off before dying to aimbot. Quizwiz flanking the entire team here, having some great trigger discipline. Does take out aimbot. Trying to peek out, get a little greedy, and does get killed there by JQ. Suddenly, StormWatch on a 3v3 here, having the clear health advantage, however. Trinton does get some hits off. Looks like not much health here spread out between the rest of Blue.x. Not having a lot to work with. StormWatch, these three players completely untouched. Do have JQ rotating downstairs, maybe trying to go towards radio. Not a lot to work with here on Blue.x. They're going to have to be very careful about their pushes. StormWatch could really just wait them out completely and be perfectly fine. And with Blue.x being down a player, now Oreo in the match. But he's going to be, you know, pretty much down on any money or utility that he would have had. JQ unfortunately setting off a prox. Trinton now knowing there's someone there. JQ probably just trying to back up here and not take any damage. Jolly does take out Alt Account on his push into the point. Alpha Guy trying to push through, maybe just trying to save at this point. He doesn't really have any utility. It looks like Trinton did take out JQ on that back hallway. Alpha Guy now alone with 5 health. Meanwhile, not a lot of these players down any health, other than Trinton, who's about to peek out and take out Alpha Guy. Suddenly, Trinton on a 2-0 lead here, 2.0 KD. Well done for his team. StormWatch now up 1 from pistol round. Both teams having 5 players again, but if one does drop in the middle of the round, I believe their economy will be reset, which is rough for these teams. If that does happen, that could be catastrophic. Hope it does not. Looking at the defense here from StormWatch, looks to be pretty light. They don't have a lot of defensive gadgets. They will be putting down some proximities on the outside of the point here. No door blockers or anything like that to keep Blue.x out. Meanwhile, Blue.x outside looking to actually go for maybe a hatch push here onto B. I apologize if the stream is a little laggy. I'm not quite sure why it's a little laggy. It's not on my end, but maybe it's just because this is a Seattle server and I'm on the East Coast. Coming to you from the East Coast here. Alpha Guy, Aimbot, and Oreo rotating in here. Aimbot actually standing on the windowsill on a pixel walk there. You know, a bit of frowned upon, but I It's fine by me. Alpha guy looking to push in on the hatch. JQ does have foam, trying to maybe just quickly push into B here. Prime Buzz in the bathroom, along with Farah, maybe none the wiser that someone is on their hatch right now. Looks like hatch is going to be foamed here by Alpha guy. They will not be going for a quick drop, it looks like. That's maybe what I would do, trying to just get some early kills off with an SMG. These other two Blue.x players are now pushing in, having watched the flank. Maybe waiting for some players to rotate out of the point to search. They blew the wall, and now they're blowing. Oh, no. Oreo caught the grenade. That was a bit rough there. Suddenly, Blue.x losing the element of surprise there. Not pushing down quick enough, really, to get anything off. We do have Prime Buzz taking some hits on the hatch to the legs. Trenton does get taken out there by Alt Account, who pushes in from Courtyard. Looks like they had a bit of a switch up there, pushing towards A. Farah does take out Alt Account. Alpha guy stuck in the corner here, trying to get some hits off on the corner. Farah does get the kill off on Aimbot from the back hallway, and does get the kill off on Alpha as well. Blue.x getting their push turned around on them. Now down 2 points again. StormWatch may be looking to mirror what they did last time. Looking at the points here, we do have pretty even distribution over on StormWatch. Not too much different there. We do have Prime Buzz at 0, 0, and 1, but not getting killed there, which is important for the KD. Looking at the economy, Blue.x going for a bit of a scattered buy here. We have an Aril, a Vezin, and 2 Omens, and an RCP. Meanwhile, over on StormWatch, we have 3 Omens, 2 Vezins, going for a bit of a force buy other than Quizwiz and Prime Buzz. Everyone else kind of poor. Actually, Jolly Rancher also doing pretty well. Not quite sure what's going on here. Won't question it, though. Looking at the push here from Blue.x. Looks like they will just be doing a standard B push. Quiz was actually putting down a static upstairs. Maybe trying to just cover the hatch in case someone tries to go to it. He does hear the repels, most likely. Alpha guy pushing straight in. Almost gets a kill off there on Farah. Farah behind the door blocker, trying to get a great incendiary there. Manages to actually just go straight outside the window, unfortunately. Farah is alone on B point other than Prime here. Looking to push up to the door blocker. Door blocker is about to go down. Farah getting pushed in on here with Prime Buzz trying to support from connector. Farah gets the kill off on Alpha. Trying to push back with Prime covers with that Omen. Does get the kill off there on Aimbot. Do have Altcount nearly getting killed as well with a great grenade there. Just not able to get any hits off Farah, getting a 2K off there on Altcount and Oreo. Suddenly, just JQ gets jumped out on by Quizwiz. Very quick round there for StormWatch. Blue.x just not able to even get in the building, really. Just only able to really blow the wall, not able to get in the point. Unfortunately, just not getting it off. Well done to StormWatch. Now up 3. Well done. Looks like we do have a full buy coming out here from StormWatch, feeling very confident about their economy, which they really should. They could full buy again, at the exception of Trenton. Meanwhile, over on Blue.x, going for a force buy here, just really having to just force some rounds off. I hope they're able to get it off. Let's see. Looking at the stats here, we do have Farah on a 6.0 KD, along with Quizwiz on a 3.0. Trenton, Jolly as well on a 2.0. Well done for their team, getting some great kills off here. Blue.x looking to push in. Looks like they're going to push in on B here. Actually, still a very split push here from Blue.x. We have JQ and Oreo both coming in upstairs, downstairs. Quizwiz waiting very patiently with a Vezin by the stairs here. Oreo trying to come through. Alt Account getting hit a few times to the wall. Prime Buzz actually getting taken out there by Aimbot and Alpha Guy over on B. I didn't even notice they put straight in. Jolly Rancher gets the 2K off there. 3K now. Oreo, Alpha, and Altcount all taken out there by Jolly. EMP is planted. JQ having to push down. He doesn't even have time to get there before the EMP is diffused. He might as well just save his gun. Hey, he might as well just save his gun. He just loses the gun and everything else. I don't know. StormWatch now up 4. Just not in a great position here for Blue.x. Blue.x again having to force buy. I feel like I would just go for a save round maybe, just so you can get a great switch round off again. Rather than getting 6-0'd, you could get 5-1 like they did last time. StormWatch going for another full buy. Not a lot of utility coming out from Blue.x, but they don't have a lot to use. Alt account holding down a drone for his team. Looks like we do have maybe another split push here from Blue.x. Maybe just trying to figure out what they can do. What they can get off here. Looks like we do have WizWiz watching these windows up top. You know, the hatch play worked out great for him last time. Great for both these teams. If they jump out the window there, it looks like Alpha, unfortunately, is AFK for now, so they're going to be down a player if he does not come back. Alt account going for a drone. We'll see how the drone goes. They will not check the right corner well enough. They do know there's someone there. It looks like WizWiz is going to be trying to proactively get some kills off there. He does get the hit off on Alpha. WizWiz almost getting the kill off on alt account and aimbot. Throwing out a grenade. Does get killed by aimbot, but gets some great kills off there. Sorry, some great hits off. Wasting a stim charge. Looks like they will be going for just a quick push on B here. Jolly Rancher and Farah both on B, throwing an incendiary down, incendiarying themselves out. Bit rough. Farah getting some hits off on the hatch. Oreo getting a great play space off on Trenton there. Suddenly 5v3 here for Blue.x. Bit favored. Farah getting a lean peek around the bomb, trying to just get some hits off. Even up the odds a little bit. Alt account looking to push in from downstairs. He's going to be uncontested. Maybe Blue.x not expecting someone to come around the side here. They do get proxed out. Suddenly dropping down. Jolly Rancher gets a 3K off on the players on the hatch. Unfortunately, does not check his back there. Prime Buzz takes out alt account. He's trying to plant, but JQ takes out Prime Buzz on the refrag. Jolly Rancher, again, getting some great 3 and 4Ks off. Now at 9.0 KD. Dominant lead there for StormWatch. However, Blue.x does get the round off. Unfortunately, not able to quite full buy there unless JQ gets a gun for alt account. Hopefully he does. Then they could all have a gun for switch, but we'll see. Looks like StormWatch able to full buy here, but down a little bit on economy, not able to fully buy out their util most likely. Looks like JQ will not be buying a gun for alt account. Maybe alt account more familiar with the RCP. They might be going for another hatch play here, which StormWatch will not be covering. WizWiz on the other side of the building with the Vezin, trying to just hold it down for his team. Looks like alt account will just be going for an RCP. I feel like if I was JQ, I would just buy him a rifle. You know, it's switch round. You're not going to keep any of this money. A bit late now to try. Yeah, it's a bit late now to try. Seems like they just realized it. Looks like Quizmas is watching the hatch here. Does get taken out immediately by JQ. But that means JQ is able to claim a gun for alt account, maybe making up for his econ mistake there. Suddenly, Blue.x up a member immediately here. StormWatch pushing in on their own point for B. Drone is coming in, is able to ping down, I believe, 2 players on the bathroom. One trying to get up on the booth, is able to get up without being seen. We do have 4 of these Blue.x players on the hatch. Maybe trying to blow the wall as well, like they did last time. Oreo watching for a flanker. Bit of an interesting play here. Maybe a smart play just in case there was someone on long flank. 2 players here, or 1 player on A just in case. Probably a great idea since they did do a quick switch before. Alt account was droning in. I believe pinged the person in bathroom. Looks like Farah is going to be trying to push maybe through the door blocker if it does get shot out. Door blocker does get shot out. Farah now in the bathroom throwing an incendiary. You know, Blue.x could just wait out that incendiary maybe a little early. It wasn't immediately getting pushed. Alpha guy getting a great kill off there on Farah. Great play space into that window. Suddenly, StormWatch in a very dangerous situation here. Oh, let's see. JQ gets hit by a trip there, but unfortunately it's one trip, so StormWatch doesn't get a free kill. Jolly Rancher trying to guard, 3 entrances at once is really rough here. Looks like wall is foam. They're going to be throwing in some utility. Great grenade there, almost taking out one of the players if they had come around. Alt account taking out Trinton. Jolly Rancher pushing up, taking out Alt account, almost taking out Alpha guy, but does not get the kill off. Suddenly, Prime alone in connector gets taken out by Oreo. Blue.x, 2-4, better situation than they were in on the last time. Well done. Switching onto defense as well. It's a very favorable situation for them. Sorry, I can't type tonight, I guess. StormWatch is on offense now in Skyscraper, so Blue.x, they're going to have to make some pretty good plays here, but they can just wait it out. If StormWatch doesn't go for just full pushes, Blue.x can just kind of wait out these points. Oreo is actually going to be going for a Taurus. Meanwhile, StormWatch going for Spectrals and utility, probably a good idea when it comes to trying to just get these offensive rounds off. Looks like they will be going for a meta push here. Other than Jolly Rancher, this is going to be roaming. Alt account may get droned out here, actually. Actually, there is no drone, so he's just going to have to be corner checked. Hopefully, Trinton checks his corners if he does choose to swing in. Alt account alone on this room. They're going to have to check their right. If they don't check their corners, they're going to be really in a bad spot. Alt account does get checked out. Trinton getting a great corner check off. You don't see that a lot. Jolly Rancher taking out Oreo on the opposite side of the building. Well done to him. Alpha guy pushing back through connector. Looks like we do have aimbot now. Holding down the point with Alpha guy. Alt account takes out Trinton with some great trips outside the wall, it looks like. Alpha taking some hits, unfortunately. Farah, just outside the wall there, gets taken out. Aimbot gets taken out there by Farah, getting the refrag for his teammate. Alpha guy trying to take out Farah here with JQ on the hallway. Farah now alone, but having health advantage if he can just get the kill off here. And Alpha, he does. Suddenly, it's just JQ and Farah. JQ looking to push up, thinking it's a fake plant. It is not. If Farah doesn't stand up, he's fine. Farah is backing up into the lobby here. JQ looking to push up. Neither player knows where the other is. Looks like he is going to get peeked here. Farah does get the kill off there on JQ. StormWatch now up 5-2, getting a great pistol round off and jump-starting their economy. Looking at the scores here, a little more even than before with Farah and Jolly Rancher both at 10 and... Sorry, Farah at 10-3, Jolly Rancher at 11-3. And then Blue.x a little more even, the 6-5-4-3-2. Straight flush there. Looking at the utility here, there's not a lot of utility to go around on StormWatch. It looks like they're going for just some buys here to really get the rounds off. Blue.x not having much choice but to save. They can only really, they can only do so much. QuizWiz lining up on the window outside radio here, maybe trying to get some good kills off. StormWatch trying to push in together. Oreo holding down that Taurus for his team, trying to just get some kills off. He might get some opportune kills off here if they push in on radio. He does hear these repels. Looks like radio window is now out with the drone coming through. Drone does go down. StormWatch does know there's 2 players in here now. Alpha guy waving. A great flash there. Throwing an incendiary. Throwing a grenade as well. Oreo takes out Trenton with a great grenade. An incendiary just not really landing there. Farah flanking does take out JQ. He does have 1 health now, however. Jolly Rancher takes out alt account on the opposite side of the building. Alpha guy takes out Farah in the hallway. Suddenly a 3v3 here. Jolly Rancher has free reign of B. Looks to be pushing through, trying to take the back of A. Aimbot looking to stop his push. Omen versus Omen here. Jolly Rancher gets the kill off without a scratch on him. Oreo gets a great kill off on Quizwiz, who was in the window. Quizwiz looking to just loot and then back the fuck off. Probably a great idea. Yep. StormWatch knows they can go for the plant here. Trying to secure themselves OT. Oreo having to push up now on a 45-second timer. Prime Buzz holding this back hallway. Hopefully Oreo checks his corner here. Oreo is going to check his corner. He just barely doesn't get the shot off there on Prime. Suddenly StormWatch looking to win their second map here if they can just get 1 more round off. Blue needing to get 5 rounds in a row again. Just a rough situation to be in here. Blue just really can't get their legs under them. Looks like we will have bottom floor skyscraper on the opposite side of the spawn. Bit of a rough situation here for Blue, trying to hold down these points. I feel like, you know, pulling back their roamers a little bit would help them a lot. If they can just hold down the points with some door blockers and maybe some SMGs, they can get into close quarters here with StormWatch rather than getting picked off 1 by 1. I think that'll serve them well. Along with using more utility, they could sacrifice some gunplay for some better utility, and I think it would be better for them. Alt account looking to go upstairs with that RCP. We'll see if that works out. I just feel like going off alone at this point, you don't have gun advantage, you don't have numbers advantage, so what do you have? You don't even have any utility. The only utility over there on Blue is a stray grenade there from Oreo. You don't really have anything else. Looks like we do have alt account upstairs. Not going to get droned out here. Hopefully he does get Prime off, but we'll see if he does. Alt account biding his time here. Drone is going to be coming in upstairs. Alt account does get a kill off on Farah. Does get droned out. We'll see if Prime tries to climb in and take him out. Prime gets a great grenade off, nearly taking out Alt, but Alt jumps out, takes out Prime as well. Suddenly getting 2 kills for his team. A great play there. Turning the roam around on me. That's on me for thinking he wasn't going to get it off. Alpha guy going for some info peeks here. Maybe not quite getting them off. Trenton failing the flash, unfortunately. Maybe StormWatch a little bit flustered after those 2 kills. Jolly Rancher pushing up, checking their corners. Trenton getting killed, trying to climb back out the window. Jolly Rancher maybe looking to push through. Oreo upstairs. Jolly Rancher does get wallbanged a little bit from some exploratory wallbangs there from Blue.x. Quizwiz just sitting very patiently outside. Oreo does get the kill off there on Jolly Rancher. Suddenly able to claim a Ruri. Looks like he's going to be jumping out here on Quizwiz. Unfortunate nade there, just doesn't get it off. Quizwiz watching that with the cloak on, trying to just preserve anything they can. Oreo looks to be leaning out here. Climbing in on bathroom. Alpha guy does see him and gets a great flick off there for Blue. Suddenly Blue getting a round off. They do have some great rifles now. Blue set up pretty well economy-wise here. With StormWatch on the back foot, only able to really get SMGs, except for Prime, who's able to get a Vezin. Maybe Blue is able to turn this around if they can just keep up the momentum here. I hope they do. They just need to get 4 rounds in a row, which is not unheard of. Looks like we do have probably, yeah, a bit of a cheeky procs being placed here through the wall from Blue.x, trying to just get any advantage they can. We do have Farah with the EMP trying to push maybe on a meta push here on A. JQ, Alt, and Oreo forming up on the lobby here. Alt account pushing around, trying to roam again. That roam did work out last time, so I don't want to discredit it. Looks like we will have a drone coming out here. An early nade, getting no hits off, unfortunately, just rolling in such a way to not get any hits off. That's really sucks for Blue.x. Looks like we do have probably a meta push here, trying to get a grenade off. Does take out the static at least. Quizwiz trying to get a great peek off on this window. Unfortunately, does get killed there by JQ on a great peek there when he was just about to grenade. Trenton able to loot the body. JQ getting rough incendiary there. Not quite sure what the plan was. Alt account on the roam does take out Farah. Does get incendiaried out, but he's done his job at this point. Aimbot does take out Trenton. Suddenly, StormWatch nearly in the same situation as last time. Jolly Rancher looking to actually roam and take out Alt account. Alt account does escape. Prime Buzz looking to punish it. Downstairs trying to take out Alt account here. We'll see if Alt account checks his corner on the stairs. And Prime Buzz does get the kill off. Suddenly a 2v3 here for StormWatch. They still have a minute 15, so it's very possible they get this off. Just watching for the flank here. We do have JQ in the corner along with Aimbot. Trying to get some peeks out on the hallway. Does not get anything off. Not quite sure where they're coming from. Prime and Jolly crossing now. Able to get across. Jolly getting killed by Aimbot. Prime trying to get the refrag, but Aim pulling back here. Prime pushing through. Does get killed by JQ from the corner. Well done. Sorry, I have to remove a bot from my chat real quick. There we are. Alrighty. Look at the economy here from StormWatch. You know, they're on the back foot, definitely. I would almost, while they're up, call a save round rather than nickel and diming their way to a loss. Blue.x strongly able to full buy here, trying to just claw these rounds back, successfully clawing 2 back so far, only needing 2 more to get to overtime, which is going to be even footing for both teams. Looking at the scores as well, it looks like StormWatch would have points advantage. Alrighty, looks like StormWatch is going to be going for a meta push on the bathroom here, except for Quizbuzz is actually going for an off meta. Might get hit out here by Alt account. Jolly flanking the flanker. If he checks his corner here, he will be able to take out Alt account. If he checks his corner here, Alt account is not watching. Does Alt account look over? Jolly Rancher actually just doesn't check. JQ looks like Jolly will check here. JQ will see the cloaker. Jolly checks it and takes out JQ. Bit of a fumble there from JQ. Maybe just not able to see him because of his gun being in the way. That is rough. For Blue, already down a player there. Unfortunately, just due to maybe gun obscurity. Alt account taking out Quizwiz on a double roam there from Oreo. We have Jolly Rancher pushing up, trying to get the refrag for his teammate. Prime Buzz takes out Alpha. Oreo. Now, it looks like Jolly Rancher and Oreo the only ones left alive from the massacre that happened on point. StormWatch is going to have to claim the EMP back from point. Jolly Rancher, pretty much a favorite to get it done, though. He is at 16-5, above a 3.0 KD on this scrim. Well done by him. Very much a MVP, I would say, for the scrim, getting some great series of kills off. We do have Jolly Rancher having only 50 seconds here to get the EMP down, but he is lucky so far. Oreo is actually on the other point because he's not quite sure where Jolly is. Jolly is now in the building, cloaking up, checking every possible little bit he can. Jolly has to plant here. He's just waiting for a long time, maybe just trying to wait for his cloak here. Oreo now pretty much knowing Jolly's going to have to go for the EMP. About to have an encounter here maybe, or pass right by each other. Jolly Rancher going for the plant. Oreo choosing to push up. Jolly choosing to just full plant rather than go for a fake. Getting the great flick off there on Oreo. Well done by StormWatch, claiming their second map. 7-3, 7-4 for the scrim so far. I hope we get a third map just to see if Blue can really, you know, just get some rounds off there. StormWatch pretty dominantly leading. Jolly Rancher clutching it out for StormWatch, going 17-5, nearly a 4.0 if he just got 3 more kills. Farah going 11-7, tailing off from there over on Blue. Pretty well spread out between the team. I think both teams doing very well. StormWatch just really able to get their stuff together and claim the game here. Hopefully they do go for a third. Looking at the final scores, here's what it looked like. We did have a 2,000 point lead there from StormWatch. Pretty dominant there if they did go to third. If they did go to overtime, sorry. I'm hoping to see more from StormWatch. Looks like we may not have a third if Blue cannot get another member in here. I'm asking one of the captains to see if there will be a third map. I hope there is. It'd be very nice if there was. I've enjoyed seeing these two teams play. Blue just, unfortunately, not quite able to get some of these rounds off, but if they just get their team play up just a little bit, I feel like they'll be a formidable team. StormWatch, if they can, you know, I feel like just checking their corners a little bit better, getting some better gadgetry here, their team play works out very well, I would say. Looks like we probably won't get a third, seeing as we do have all of these Blue.x members leaving the server. With that, I think it's probably going to be it from me, unless there is going to be a third. I've asked these captains. We'll just see if I get a response. But I think that's going to be it from me. Overall, both teams playing very well. StormWatch dominantly leading throughout the whole thing, I would say. Blue just really, unfortunately, not able to get enough rounds off to get it done. But they played very well. And I'm glad to have been able to watch. I'm guessing there will not be a third, seeing as these StormWatch players are still in the server. So I think that is going to be it from me. With that, I have been Plague Doctor, watching a scrim here from Blue.x and StormWatch in the VRML offseason. Hopefully, we will know the season start date very soon. I just hope we know it soon so that people can plan their schedules around it, and especially, you know, so that people can get their teams really, you know, up to par here. Have a great rest of your night. And this has been Breachers VRML off-season fun.